You are now listening to Oversaturated, the podcast, hosted by Johnnie and Ralph. Now let's get it.
Welcome to another episode of Oversaturated, the podcast where we discuss music, movies, pop culture, and everything in between. I'm Johnny.
And I'm Ralph.
Welcome to episode number 260.
Man, 260. I am Ralph Boner this week.
Wait,
The awkward silence.
wait, because I know where it's from.
WandaVision.
That's it. I like it. New listeners, please follow us on all social media. Facebook, just search Oversaturated, the podcast. X is Oversat Podcast. Instagram is Oversat the Podcast. And our email is oversatpodcast@gmail.com. And please be sure to check out our website, oversatthepod.com. Anything you need to know about OS is there.
Yes, sir. If you want to follow us individually, I'm the Mind of Ralph across the social media platforms.
Yep. On X, I'm JON2_ the letter B. On Instagram, I'm JBS_ESL_AAMU. Also, special shout out to WDJYFM 99.1 in Atlanta.
ATL.
Shout out to OS Gang down there in Georgia, man. Listen, man. We gotta applaud and we gotta laugh to keep from crying. Ralph, how you feeling, bro?
Excluding the extracurriculars, which we'll get into later in the show or whatever, right? I'm actually doing good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just me, like my health, how I feel about, I guess, life. I just have a little bit of optimism, just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Family good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just listen, the last 5 days are showing me, you know what? We just got to focus on you, bro.
That's a fact.
What about you?
I mean, I'm in the same boat. It's like, listen, man, whatever. It's funny. Whatever you can do to keep yourself in a happy, optimistic, like state of mind, state of being, like do that. Because let me tell you, it's only been 5 days.
It's only been 5 days.
These next 4 years is going to be something serious.
Yeah.
So whatever that is for you, just try to stick to it as much as you can.
What? And the thing is, we've had the luxury of, like, you know what, we just not gonna pay too much attention to it. Now me and Johnny are in a space where we're the adults.
Yeah,
we've always been the adults since we've been here, and you guys been listeners and viewers. But it's just like now it's kind of like it's like I would love to like just kind of like disconnect from it, but that ain't how this works. Especially for me, because I am a government employee. I never tell you guys the agency of which I work, but I have to pay attention. And I don't work in a place where it's kind of like how my voting record, or if I'm the bipartisan and all that bullshit. It doesn't apply to me directly.
Yeah, but
when I go into the building, there are two pictures immediately to my right. There's the president and the vice president. No matter who them niggas is.
Did they change already?
No, they was down. But I'm because I don't think they probably got the new shots,
the new portraits,
the new headshots of them.
Jesus
but
Christ.
They'll be there by next week. I know that for sure.
That's crazy.
So I've just had to be kind of like, I have to stay on top of these things, especially because those things directly they definitely affect me. Yeah. So it's like it's no way around it now.
Yeah, it's like, and for federal government employees specifically, like when I can understand that you all have a different level of being affected, because when certain orders are written that directly affect y'all, like that's different.
Executive orders are like, it's going to
like
happen.
Now, like
it's going to happen.
That's
like
crazy.
I think the thing with, like, we can get into it. The thing with President Trump and those executive orders when it comes to federal employees and demanding that they go back to work, I'm not sure how that's going to play out, because I have friends and I have a few coworkers that are fully remote.
Got you.
Like, I applied for this one job, case in point, that would have had me as an employee of Puerto Rico, but I still could work at home. But you know what I'm saying? It's just out of technically worked out of a Puerto Rican office.
Right.
How does that work now?
That is a tremendous question.
Like, how does that work
idea.
now? And then secondly, it's just like, okay, you're not going to pay for me to go to Puerto Rico. And then if I've seen another mandate it's not underneath the executive order, but it's just like if you were hired within the past year as a government employee, and this comes from the Office of Personnel Management, every government employee has to go through OPM. So there's no way around that.
Mm-hmm.
You can possibly get fired or terminated because of your being hired within the first year because it's something about waste of taxpayer dollars. You know how crazy that is?
That sounds insane.
Because a lot of people use the government or like government, federal or state as a pathway to middle class.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like that's the easiest way to kind of get yourself like you don't need a degree.
Yeah.
You just get in.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So if you find something that has a job stability like a federal government job, no matter where it is, you kind of latch on to that. So you tell me within the first year I can get fired?
That's nuts.
That's crazy.
Damn. That's crazy to think about, especially like you said, with these types of jobs being the pathway for a lot of people to the middle class. And imagine people that just started their positions 3-6 months ago, you know, thinking they're getting to that, and man, that's insane.
Because I've always wondered, especially going into this election season, I was you're always looking for other things, and I've had applications outside of the agency in which I work, and I'm like, yeah, that looks like a good fit. But when you have somebody that's irrational at the top and they just make cuts, and it's kind of like
just doing shit.
Yeah, it's like, damn, man, what if I went over there?
Right.
I've been like I'd have really been messed up over there. Jesus. So it's like, thank God for the redirection or the misdirect, whatever they say.
Right.
Like, yeah, that's cool. That's cool, I guess. But I'm trying to get to this money. Hold on, what did YN say? The money? I just want to be cool. No, except it. No, we still say cheddar. What did we say?
Money.
Oh.
Money. We say money. We have money. Like, that's crazy. Yes, did we used to say cheddar? Absolutely.
Oh,
but
okay.
yeah, nah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We don't even eat. Look, at our age, we don't even eat that much cheese no more.
Oh,
like, we can't.
But
Like, we can't. No. Money. No.
Get him out of here, man.
That's crazy.
Get him out of here, man.
So, since we're talking about executive orders and whatnot, now, I think we all know that there have been numerous executive orders like signed these first 5 days by Trump. Right?
Yeah.
One of the real important ones is like the rollback of diversity, equity, and inclusion programs, like throughout the federal government altogether, right? And that has actually started to trickle down to the private sector. So Target today just announced that they're getting back, or they're rolling back their DEI initiatives. Now, with these types of retailers, would that affect you shopping there?
I have to get to a point where I have to control where my dollars go.
Yeah.
It's hard because a lot of these places are just so like huge in the retail space. If I don't go to Walmart, where the fuck am I going?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if I don't go to Walmart, where am I going?
Yeah.
Target? That's only it, because there are no other options.
There's no in between. Yeah.
There's no other in between. So it's like, damn.
I know.
And then, okay, if you say Amazon, all right, well, Amazon in the same.
Yeah, right. They are.
If Walmart, Target, and Amazon are there, who do you go to? Because there are no real mom and pop stores out here that just sell the laundry detergent I need. You know what I'm saying? That they have my leave-in conditioner that I need for my life. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm for real, man. I go to Target. Like,
we're gonna have to go to Family Dollar or Walgreens, CVS,
bro. And I mean, at that point, you might as well just go to because have I ever looked up these people's like hiring practices and things like that? No. I'm not saying that they don't affect me, but I just haven't seen. I never really cared before now.
Right.
So, do I think that somebody like me and you could be CEO of Target? Fuck no. I never thought that in a million years.
Yeah, not at all. Not at all.
so it's kind of like, yeah, I guess, like, you know, could you be a store manager? Possibly. Like, you know, anything past that, you know what I'm saying? I just never saw it for that.
I would be cool on it anyway, but yeah.
What do you think? What's your take on it? Because I'm not saying I don't care. I'm just starting to kind of get a feel of what things are.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to, I just don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do I maneuver through this?
Yeah, my initial gut reaction is, oh, that's trash. Like, now I can't shop at Target no more because I already opted out of going to Walmart for years because I just don't like the experience of me going to Walmart. Exactly. So but I almost exclusively shop at Target.
But low-key,
what happened?
Target is damn near on the same.
Oh no. Big. So see this
like Target and the chain. It didn't change.
So first of all, you are correct, and I think it depends on the area. So like the Target out here by Miles, it used to like it was cool, but man, the Walmart people start creeping over. I start seeing bonnets and shit.
Walmart, but this is the thing too, right? There's a lack of options. There used to be options when we grew up, right? True. Kmart, Venture. Grandpa's
Venture. Oh my god!
Listen, now I'm not sure how you know our listeners rock and where, you know, geographic regions and things like that. But if we're talking about the St. Louis metropolitan area, we had at least 5 stores that offered the same experience.
That's true.
And damn, Walmart, like when the Walmart Supercenter became a thing, we was like, oh, that's bougie. Like, you know what I'm saying? like you know, say woo. And then, you know, Target was kind of like last at the end of the back, at the end of the line.
No, that's facts.
Because Kmart had a better experience.
Kmart
Venture had a better experience. Grandpa's had a better experience. Now Target just, you know.
I think I'm about to make the shift to Costco because
I thought about it, but it's only one. Man, god damn.
I mean, you're right.
Like I got Sam's card. Hey man, Sam's.
But see, and that's the thing to think about, right? Think about where certain stores are located. Like Costco is not that close to where you live. So is it worth?
Fuck no.
Because of them getting rid of DEI.
Like I was like, but it's like you have to have your dollar spend farther. So where do I spend my dollar? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just want some laundry detergent. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just want some couple cases of water, laundry detergent, some dishwasher liquid, some trash bag. That's all I need. And I'm like in bulk. I like buying.
I'm about to say that you gotta get the bulk joints.
I gotta get the bulk joints, man.
But I don't know.
It's
a lot. My initial reaction, of course, is to say, okay, now I can't shop at Target no more. But when you really think about it,
you slice that joint down, man.
You gotta think about the
people shop out of convenience.
Yes.
And people shop out of convenience. Like, why would I drive 20, 30, 40 minutes to do something as though I can drive down the street and do it in 10?
Absolutely. It's so many other costs that go into that.
Absolutely.
Time costs, opportunity costs, so many other things that go into switching like what your normal routine is because of convenience. It's a lot, man. It's a lot. So I don't know. But we here.
Yeah, we here. What we doing? Off the dome?
Off the dome.
Johnny, I think you gonna love this question, man. Music related. Extreme hypothetical, right?
Okay.
You know, with Kendrick coming out with his Grand National album and things like that, right?
Yep.
It was kind of like, I wouldn't say shitted on, but it wasn't. It felt like people enjoyed it better, but like the purest of it all, the people that were kind of like on the fence about Kendrick, like, why are you doing this West Coast sounding album? Well, he's from the West Coast. You know what I'm saying? But you know, but it's kind of like, I have to ask this question: do you think like artists like a Kendrick or your man's Tyler the Creator would have been as big as they are with sticking to a traditional West Coast sound?
Not at all.
Okay.
Not at all. Definitely not at all.
Despite how talented they are.
Yeah. Oh, see,
because they like, even though like, I'm gonna let you get your shit off, but it's just like, despite how talented that they are, they don't stick to a sound that encapsulates them to just the West Coast, right?
Yep.
So even with the lyrics and the songs and like, you know, the themes that they put into the albums, you still think okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Because that's what the greats do, the great artists. Like all of the great artists, let's just say of today that we know, don't sound like where they're from. They don't have a niche coast or region sound.
Yeah.
Like we talk about this about about J. Cole a lot. Like J. Cole, of course, we know is one of the best rappers to ever do it, right?
But
he's from North Carolina, the South.
He's from the South.
We would never know that had he not repped it on every song almost. Like we never would have known it. Honestly, I mean, if Good Kid, Mad City wasn't set in California, because that's where he's from, of course, but it doesn't sound like a West Coast album. It just sounds like a great book, a great story. Like it just sounds like that, right?
Yeah.
Same thing with Tyler. I don't think a lot of people didn't even know Tyler was from California or from LA.
I didn't either.
So, like, it's Michael Jackson, Prince, like, and what would Minnesota sound like anyway? But but I'm saying these great artists, like you would never know where they were from based on what the sound of their music is. So I think being a great artist entails that you don't stick to a certain sound throughout your career. I mean, of course, you would dibble and dabble in it. This is the first time that Kendrick has really dabbled into strictly sounding West Coast,
like from top to bottom.
So from top to bottom, which I mean, look, Kendrick is a great artist and it sounds amazing. Yeah. But had he done this from Good Kid, Mad City, I absolutely don't think he would be, as great of an artist as he is. Hell, Beyonce too. I mean, it's think about all the superstar great artists. Like,
yes and no, right? Like I hear you on your pop arguments, but those are pop artists, right? Like the thing with rap, it's always been a regional thing.
Yeah.
That's why it's kind of like, and the way West Coast artists have always been treated, right? I think Southern rappers have gotten a little bit more respect than West Coast artists over time, because the South had something to say, but it was just so many eclectic sounds coming out the South that you just couldn't put somebody to one box. But you can sit here and say, like, man, all them West Coast niggas sound the same. Like, and that's not, that's no disrespect. That's no slight, but someone could say that. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the difference between Southern Cal and Northern Cal? You know what I'm saying? Besides lingo.
True.
Because a lot of those beats do kind of have the same sound. But if you said somebody's from Houston, Atlanta, or Memphis, those sounds, it still might be heavy bass, but they don't sound the same.
Right.
So
I know, man.
Yeah, it's like, and I was one on the fence trying to make the argument for him, but I it's hard for me too. Like, I was just thinking, like, because if we're talking about the two biggest artists out of West Coast rap at this current conjuncture, we're talking about Kendrick and then Tyler. And honestly, depending on who you ask, it might be right there. Like, you know what I'm saying?
True. I mean, shoot, I think Outkast is a great example of that, of artists from the South. I think maybe earlier on in their career, they may have sounded a little more East Coast.
For sure.
But as they evolved as artists, as a group, as individuals, I think they kind of grew out of, what their original sound was, and was able to, play with different cadences, sounds, things like that. So that they evolved as well and became the great duo that they were. So I mean,
okay, that's a good point.
Yeah. So dope question. Okay, dope question. All right. So for mine is also music related.
Okay,
and this is a little bit more personal.
Okay.
And actually, I forgot who I saw this from, but I saw this on social media, and I thought it'd be good to bring here. So let me just get straight to it. Would you rather never hear your favorite song again, or never discover new music?
Ooh. I would say I would rather never discover new music again.
Okay.
Because your favorite song got too much attached to it. Your favorite song has too much attached to it. And
I agree.
And no matter what, right? I can always sing Human Nature. I'm just using Michael Jackson as an example, right? I can always sing it, but no, I want to hear it. I want to go press play and hear it, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I need to hear everything.
That's facts.
If it's 3 minutes and 48 seconds, I want to hear all 3 minutes and 48 seconds.
That's facts.
Because I don't ever have to hear somebody do like a rendition of Human Nature, because that could be that could be in the ballpark of new music, right?
Right.
I'm good on it.
See, and so first of all, I agree. This is the thing about whatever your favorite song is, and of course, I think everybody has more than one.
Yeah, of course.
Your favorite songs take you back to a certain period, a certain feeling, a certain sound, a certain smell. Like, it always takes you back to something that is so positive and enriching in your life, that's something for me personally, I can never let that go. Like if I'm feeling sad, I know the certain song I'm gonna go to. If I'm feeling good, if I need to be uplifted, I know the song I'm going to. Like, and to not be able to do that ever again, I cannot. Sure, going back to the top of the episode, hey, we gonna need that now more than ever. So
boy,
here we are. Like, I have to be able to listen to my favorite songs. Like, because I like at this point in life, like I need it.
Yeah,
I need it. So yeah, definitely got to listen to my favorite songs.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But yeah, people, that was Off the Dome. Do you think Tyler the Creator and Kendrick Lamar will still be big artists if they stuck to a traditional West Coast sound?
Yep. And would you rather never hear your favorite song again or never discover new music? Let us know.
OS gang, what's happening, family and kinfolk?
We here.
We got a few topics to get to on this OS news docket for this week. Hopefully you guys enjoy the ride with us. But first, we have to start on a very, very somber note. Rest in peace to DJ Unk, who passed away at the tender age of 43. The cause of death has not been released as of this recording. But Johnny,
yeah, man,
what do you have to say about the Atlanta dance icon?
It's I mean, anytime we have to come in here and say rest in peace to an artist, entertainer, or whatever, it's always sad and it's always sad, right?
Yeah.
But sometimes we get ones that pass away that hit a little bit closer to home.
Yeah.
Like,
speaking of favorite songs, right?
Yeah, man. Like you just said. Speaking of favorite songs, Walk It Out in Two Step bring back such a special time in my life. I'm talking about college era. Like, these are the years where I'm forming who I'm going to be as a young adult, as an adult. I'm making life lasting friendships, and these songs are a part of the soundtrack to that era in my life, right?
Yeah.
So as with DJ Unk's passing, it's like it's bringing back all the memories that I have of being out with my friends, being at parties, being at studying in the library, or just hanging out with friends, going to tennis matches, because I was on the tennis team, and like it's bringing up all of those times and all of those memories where I can literally see the moments these songs are being played and the people I'm with, like the things that's going on. So it's crazy, and to know that he's only 6 years older than us, right? 6-7 years older than us. That's not far at all. It's crazy.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
But like you said, it kind of brings into perspective all the things that you think about that's nostalgic, right? We talking about damn near 20 years ago, where these songs ran or were a soundtrack to the life, or soundtrack to us going out, or just a picture of us having fun.
Absolutely.
That was like when people say y'all unks or whatever, you know what I'm saying? This is our era. This is our era. DJ Unk gave us a good 5-6 tracks that, low key, you play it for us, we cool. It may not do nothing for y'all,
but y'all want to see us turn, because we're the last era of we're the last generation to actually dance when we went out.
Yeah. So you had and this was the era where they said hip hop was dead and all that shit, ringtone rap, all that great stuff.
Yep.
But yet we had fun. We went out, we kicked it. You never find a dance floor empty if a DJ Unk song came on. And like Walk It Out is obviously at the top of the list. And then he got a smooth 6-piece, like smooth. You know what I'm saying?
Jesus Christ.
And it defined an era. Like, it really did. So just rest in peace to DJ Unk. Thoughts and prayers to his family. I'm not sure he had children, but just thank you for whatever you provided for us as just, millennials, right?
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Again, rest in peace, DJ Unk, and condolences to his family, friends, and fans, man. This one definitely hit closer to home, man, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Let's try this out, bro. Christopher Maurice Brown is suing Warner Brothers / Discovery for $500 million. Now, first, before we kind of get into it, he's suing on because of a docuseries that did come out on Discovery, or I believe that may be HBO too.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's a docuseries that came out which labeled him as a serial abuser, sexual abuser, and serial rapists. So Johnny,
Jesus.
what do you have to say about Chris Brown coming out to sue Warner Brothers for $500 million?
I'm not really sure where to start with this because it's like so first of all, I understand why he would sue.
Mm-hmm.
And even though this is nasty, I understand why the production company made the docuseries, especially at a time like this where we got, we have so many entertainers who are on trial for certain things or about to be on trial for certain allegations and things like that. So if you are a producer, studio head, whatever, I would imagine that Chris Brown and his past allegations are low-hanging fruit, right?
Yeah,
as far as a money grab.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I
absolutely,
get it,
absolutely.
but that's nasty. That's super nasty. So I understand the money grab piece of it. Not saying I agree with it, but I get it.
Yeah.
But I also understand Chris Brown because Chris Brown has, he had his situations.
Yeah.
And I think he's at a point in his life and career where, he's, I want to say done his time, but he's at a point where maybe he has healed, moved past it, whatever. His career is still continuing. He's not as big as we know he could have been because of said allegations.
Yeah.
Cool, but he's been able to continue his career and still be successful, right?
Mm-hmm.
But this documentary coming out could hinder whatever other progression he would have in his career.
Mm-hmm.
So I understand from his perspective.
Okay.
Now, did you see any of this at all? Because I didn't.
Well, the documentary, no.
Yeah, okay.
I don't be watching like them documentaries and stuff like that. Because
Gotcha.
I mean, sidebar, it's been like 7 Diddy documentaries.
I know.
Like,
I think Tubi got like 3 of them.
Man,
like
what?
it's crazy. It's crazy.
I'm like, I'm good on all of them. But kind of staying on task with Chris Brown here. I think the headlines can be misleading, right? Because Chris Brown is such a polarizing figure when it comes to like separating art and artistry, and do you still support this person despite past transgressions, right? He's a poster child for that.
Yeah.
But I think that this is being misleading with the headlines because it's talking about him being labeled as an abuser. Duh, we know that already.
Right.
So why would he sue about being an abuser? It's the rapist piece. You know what I'm saying? And then this is different than most cases that I'm gonna get to in a second, where this has already been kind of like kicked to the side because there was a point where, remember when Chris was he was accused of rape, but he was in the house and the girl lied or something weird like that. And then now you have a Jane Doe coming forth on here labeling me as this, this monster that I've tried to build my reputation to be away from.
Right.
So that's where I get the piece of him suing. Now, if we talking about what the stuff that happened with Rihanna, and we talking about the stuff that happened with Karrueche, because that stuff gets lost in translation, especially the Karrueche piece. Okay.
Yeah.
Chris doesn't have a leg to stand on. Because even in his documentary that he was a part of for Netflix, he talked about it.
So I get it, and you're right.
Yeah.
But so you're right. And like you just stated, in the documentary that he was a part of, he discussed it. Cool. Why bring that piece up again in a new documentary?
Well, documentaries clearly they don't have to be authorized.
Right.
Clearly, right? You can just, me and you can do a documentary on Chris Brown
right now.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. And the thing with documentaries is usually done on people who are either deceased or, I guess, incarcerated where they can't really defend themselves. Chris Brown is really still outside. Like he just did a concert in like South Africa. So, like he's still, in the midst of his career, still putting out music. Like he's still available to the masses.
Okay.
So because of that, knowing what that could do to him, I'm saying I understand why sue. Like I get it.
Okay.
Especially the part where you have a Jane Doe that comes out and make these other accusations where they have already been debunked.
Yeah.
So
I think that's where it gets nasty. And then we're trying to prove defamation. Now it kind of ties into what we've been talking about with Drake.
right.
Now, do you think that this is, I mean, obviously it's different, but the theme is still the same, right? Defamation. Do you think Chris has more of a leg to stand on with his defamation lawsuit than Kendrick? I mean, than Drake does.
I'm saying yes.
Okay.
And Rihanna and Karrueche situations aside,
Yeah.
it's everything else that's in the documentary.
Yeah.
Because I think everything else in the documentary that has been brought up against Chris Brown has already been like debunked. Like it's already been
litigated or whatever.
Yeah.
Like charges and all that shit. Because I mean, listen, this is not in defense of Chris Brown per se. This is just like, hey, this is just kind of like some bullshit.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
that's how I look at it.
Mhm.
Like people will get in their feelings real quick about Chris Brown. Hey, listen, I ain't defending none of that nigga did. I don't know him. He ain't my cousin. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right. right.
I just like some songs here and there, baby. Like, it ain't really that deep.
True.
But I understand how charged up people can get. But 500 million?
So I look like you got to go.
Oh
out,
yeah.
You got to go out there with a high number and you settle low.
Warner Brothers got it now.
Go high, settle low.
Like, trust me, they got it.
Oh, they probably said.
I'm gonna say, hey, that's about 3 Batman films or something. Shit, fuck you talking about?
Oh shit, it might be one with the Batman too being delayed. But I mean, look, I'm not mad at the number, the amount that he's suing for, because if they settle, I mean, look, we don't know where this is gonna go. They may go to court. Like like you said, Warner Brothers got the money to go to court. So
they definitely got the money. And this ain't him suing a label. This is him suing like a big corporation that tried to play on my name.
Absolutely. So I'm down with the lawsuit. I understand it. Again, super nasty for them to do this in the midst of everything else that's going on in the entertainment world.
Yeah.
But again, see, this is my thing. I can always see and understand from both sides. I get why Warner Brothers did it. I'm not okay with it. I'm not okay with it. Like, it's nasty.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty
crazy.
Nasty.
So, yeah, man.
Speaking of the nasty headline, right? Let's get into our world. Let's get into battle rap, right? We don't talk about battle rap a lot on this platform, but an interesting headline came out where Joyner Lucas has challenged none other than Meek Mill to a 3-round battle on none other than URL Ultimate Rap League, which is considered one of the biggest battle rap platforms that we have. So, Johnny, what do you think about, 1, that battle, 2, mainstream artistry, and then 3, just the platform? So,
let me start with the platform.
Yeah.
So URL, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think first of all, let me say battle rap as a whole has, at least from I guess me kind of being on the outside now, because I haven't really kept up with it like I used to.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really in a good place right now.
Yeah.
So I'm not mad at 2 mainstream artists battling on the league. Like, I think that's the type of spark or rejuvenation that URL and battle rap may need at the moment. That's just me. So, you know, I like it. I like it.
Okay.
I like it.
Okay.
Now, as for the battle itself, we talking Joyner Lucas versus Meek Mill. Meek Mill, who started as a battle rapper, right?
Yes.
Started as a battle rapper versus Joyner Lucas, whose rap career probably could have been better. I'm not really sure what happened with him. Like, Joyner Lucas is an amazing rapper, right?
Yeah.
But just for whatever reason, he ain't really catch the spark like that. So I don't know. I don't know if he's been battle tested. Like, I don't know about none of that.
Right.
I don't know about none of that. So, I mean, it's cool, I guess. Like, exactly. I know I pulled a you on that. Right. Like, I guess. Like, would I pay the pay-per-view to see it? I would, just because this is 2 mainstream artists. Again, I know Meek started as a battle rapper, cool, but he's been way more in the rap industry since starting as a battle rapper at what, like 16 or something? Like, so listen, I'd pay to see it just because that's like, I feel like that's a spark. I feel like it's a spark that could start some that could start some shit in battle rap. So I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
This is a discussion that has so many layers. That's why I hit you with that 3-part question, right?
Right.
Let's just start with the battle rap community, a BRC, right?
Yeah.
Now, URL is perceived to be the biggest league. It is the biggest league, but just, I don't want to diss anybody else's league, but URL is considered the best league in the in battle rap.
Mm-hmm.
They are in the weird space that the WWE was when The Rock left. Right?
Good point.
And when I say this, I'm making this analogy because you have to think about like the WWE lost a lot of stars at one time.
Mm-hmm.
So who's going to carry the flag for the ship now?
Right.
And that's where battle rap is, right? You don't have anybody per se like that. You got to have a class of people. That's why the URL was such a hot thing in 2009, because you had a class of people,
right?
And then you were able to produce more people, and then you were able to produce more people. So you had 3 generations of battle rap that kept the shit afloat. Now you just got niggas that battle rap, and it's not the same. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's the first thing,
mm-hmm.
right? Joyner Lucas and Meek Mill is not a battle I want to see. That's not a battle I want to see. Meek Mill, yeah, he has battle rap, but most niggas did battle on the corner. Like, he ain't been. Listen, we talking about 3 rounds, 9 minutes of heat. Do I know Meek can rap? Absolutely. But we talking about battle bars. And then Joyner, you know how I feel about Joyner Lucas. Like, this ain't even no mystery, baby. This ain't even no mystery. If he ain't cosplaying Will Smith this week, it ain't shit he got to rap about. What?
They put out a new song. They put out a new song together.
I ain't say it was bad. I ain't say he couldn't rap.
Okay,
I'm just talking about the cosplay.
I'm just saying.
So it's kind of like, who you gonna go there? Is Men in Black and battle with Meek now?
He could. That could be fire. You don't think so?
Well, you know what?
I'm about to say, listen. I was just going to say it. Lux went out there as a Black Panther, as a funeral director. Hold on, what else he do?
Rich Porter.
Come on, man. Like, I don't want to hear.
But it's Lux though.
I don't care. That means nothing to me. That means nothing to me. Shoot, we let him get away with it. Nah.
It's Lux. That's all I got. That's all I got. That's all I got for you. That's all I got for you.
It's good, but it's not enough. It's not enough.
But I mean, even if it was like a main, like even if it was like a card, right? That wouldn't be enough for me to like get the battle.
Like,
you know?
That as a main event isn't enough to be like, I'm paying for this.
Nah. And then they keep talking about a battle rap money problem, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how much money do we have to pay them? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
It's so many levels.
You have to get an outside investor for that.
Well, they do that for the battles now.
Oh, see, I didn't know that. That's
yeah,
crazy.
well, you know, I'm still in tune. I'm just not in tune with the battles, because the thing is, it's so much. It's too many theatrics. It's too many people that have gotten on and put in the spaces that aren't talented. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're not battle rappers. They're personalities.
Got you.
So we got battle rap being polluted by that. So it's not even about the battles no more, honestly.
That's like Logan and Jake Paul boxing.
Yeah, pretty much. So, and then this is the thing. That one battle could not save battle rap.
Got you.
So it has to be a year or two of mainstream artists putting and not looking at this as a cash grab.
Right.
Even though they can battle, even though these, like, I know that Joyner Lucas and Meek Mill can rap, but doing battle rounds,
it's a different setting.
It's a different setting. It's a different setting. So that's not enough for me.
What if, and I'm gonna keep it on Meek Mill's side. What if Meek Mill signs a 3 battle deal with Joyner Lucas being the first battle? Is that enough?
No, because he has to clearly watch Joyner. Like, this the thing with 3 battle deals. Now we getting into sports entertainment mode. Right. Because what if Meek comes out and stinks up the joint?
Now you got to see this 2 more times.
Now I got to see this 2 more times. You want me to pay? Let's say the battle rap pay-per-view is $100. $100.
I might as well sign the rights to Netflix.
Man, what?
Nah, just pay my subscription fee. Oh, speaking of, tangent. Netflix didn't say they about to up the price again. Now I knew this was coming because of the WWE deal, but I didn't think it was gonna be this soon. Raw just started.
I think it's the NFL too. Even though the NFL ain't
It
fully.
was just Christmas.
Hey,
The 2 games.
don't be surprised. Next time football season coming back round.
Fuck around, the Super Bowl will be on Netflix next year. Now that will be crazy.
Nah, that'll be nasty.
That will be
That'll be
crazy,
nasty.
bro. That you know what? That might happen in the next few years.
Don't say it out loud, bro. Netflix gonna be quietly $60 a month.
Man, what? That's crazy. That's home internet prices.
Man, nah, we good.
You know what? No, keep that. What is it on Fox, CBS?
Yeah, one of them.
Keep it on that.
One of
We
them.
cool.
But yeah, like just long story short,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
all right, do it, sure. But let's talk about your man.
I watched the highlights.
Right. Aubrey Drake Graham constantly stays in the conversation, right? And it's not because we're Drake haters. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just stuff that just be happening. So Drake is down under, and he's over in Australia doing his tour. Now, allegedly, we just don't say alleged, right?
Okay.
He's banning merch from not even his rivals. Like, it's one rival.
One rival and
then one
we thought
sort
was
of rival, kind of rival. He was on tour with him. I don't get it. All right, cool. PG Lang and Dreamville merch has been banned from the Australia tour. Johnny, what do you have to say about allegedly Drake banning other rappers' merch from said tour?
I'm sick of Drake now. Like, I was sick before, but now I'm sick. Like, if
Hold on, let me clear out.
Drake okay. If
Breathe.
Drake thinks
Breathe.
if Drake thinks that the PG Lang and the Dreamville army are going to follow him to Australia,
That is crazy.
that's crazy. Number one.
I didn't know. I was like, respectfully, I didn't know these niggas merch had reached like that. You know what I'm saying?
You know, you're right.
Like, this is the thing. Like, I know people listen to Kendrick and J. Cole over there,
Of course.
but I mean, like I'm buying a
merch?
shirt though.
Do they ship do they ship over there?
I mean, worldwide shipping.
Maybe, okay,
But
okay.
this is the thing. Like, well, I'm gonna wear this shirt to your concert. Like, what?
And then in whatever it was saying, Drake was saying he wants to ban it because he fears that he's going to be attacked. Like, you really think that individuals from Australia who like Kendrick and J. Cole, one is going to wear their merch to your show and then are going to attack you? You think they're going to attack you? I'm almost certain Drake doesn't even perform in Australia that often. So with him going, you think they're gonna waste the opportunity just to enjoy your music?
Why? I didn't know somebody can get that close to you.
That too. Is this why he canceled the Sir concert? Same shit. Like, this is crazy in Toronto. Like,
yeah, that is crazy.
Schoolboy Q, I might can understand that.
But Sir, no, he
gonna
go. Like, I was about to say the singing nigga. Like, the singing niggas don't. You know, nah.
I know Osley Brothers. Shout out to you. But I'm so baffled by this. I can't even speak. I'm baffled. I am baffled. I am utterly confused.
You know how you want, like, sometimes, like, you know, we get into this space of looking at these headlines. You're like, man, I just hope this shit ain't real.
right.
Like,
Right.
Because nobody can be that much of a dweeb.
This is crazy.
It's so much stuff that has been sensationalized about Drake and the beef and him being a dweeb and Kendrick Lamar and this, that, and the third, right? We just see it and it's like, man, he probably is that much of a dweeb. Like, it's like I don't want anybody, like, I don't even hate nobody that much for them. I don't want them to be a dweeb. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right. That's funny. And the reason I can believe this, honestly, is because of the defamation lawsuit. Like, that. Because that happened, anything corny that comes out about Drake, I instantly believe it. Like, because I still can't believe that lawsuit. I still can't believe it. So I believe this. I believe this actually happened. And now that TikTok's back, shout out to TikTok. I can't wait to, like, I don't know if this show occurred yet, but like, I can't wait to see.
Well, he's touring the whole country.
Okay.
So it's not just Sydney. Like, he's going Melbourne. He's going all over.
So I don't know what the dates are, but I'm gonna be checking to see, like, if this was a real thing, because I know Australian mates are gonna let us know.
Australian mates. The name of the show.
Hey!
Hey!
That's funny.
Oh man. Hey, let's bring it back home, man. Let's talk about Trumpito, man. 47 has been signing executive order after executive order after executive order. There have been some that can affect people, and then there have been some that's just kind of like, oh, okay. And I think this is kind of the ones that's kind of like right in the middle. It can affect you, just your perception of U.S. history, but it doesn't affect your day-to-day walk.
Right.
Say.
Right.
So Trump has signed an executive order to declassify documents surrounding the assassinations of both the Kennedys and Martin Luther King.
Yep.
So Johnny, what do you have to say about Trump at least doing that? Because he's done a lot.
He has done a lot, right?
In 5 days.
My initial reaction is, what's the motive here? Because anything Trump does or has done, I feel like there's a certain motive behind it. And I don't think this was part of Project 2025.
No,
like this is something completely different. So that's my initial question. Like, why is this happening? What is he doing this for?
Yeah.
Now, there's a part of me that, at least on the Dr. King side, is like, okay, I kind of like it because I would like to read through the documents. Like, I want to know. The conspiracy theorist in me is like, I want confirmation of what I've thought all of these years, right? So I'm a part of me is like, okay, so when it come out, like, where can I read it?
Yeah,
like,
where can I read this?
Type stuff. So I don't know. I really want to know what the motive behind this is. I feel like there's something sinister in this because this is random. Like, I don't understand it. I don't understand it.
It's it can be looked at as a distraction. You can say that. I know Bobby Kennedy Jr. is a part of his staff.
Okay.
Like, he's supposed to be like secretary or some shit. So he said that, I'm doing this for my friend Bobby Kennedy, or Robert Kennedy Jr. or Robert Kennedy. What was it? RFK Jr.
No, I think it's just Robert Kennedy, right?
Yeah, well, he's junior. He's second in charge.
Okay.
He's second generation. So,
gotcha.
But long story short, right? We know that the Kennedy brothers, as well as Dr. Martin Luther King, were assassinated, and their deaths have been pinned on one singular person. However, the thing about a good conspiracy, it lives on. It's not just so cut and dry.
Right.
There's no way a sitting U.S. president gets capped. No way.
Right?
No way.
Like,
no way.
Again,
I know this was back in the 60s.
I was just
technology is different.
I was just going to say
but there's no way. Because he was too involved in shit. Like, he was promoting real change and fucking with the pockets of people, right? Same with Martin Luther King. It wasn't just about civil rights. He was talking about, he was talking that money talk too.
Yep.
That always gets lost in translation when we talk about MLK. These white people will misquote the fuck out of MLK, but they never talk about the money part, right? They always talk about, the content of your character. Shut up. But he said more than that.
And that's why you can't really trust the media, because that's all they put out, especially like when we were kids. Like, that's what they put out to as a misdirection for what they really care about.
Exactly.
So,
but declassifying this stuff only confirms what we already kind of knew.
Right.
The thing, like I said, the thing about a good conspiracy, it lives on. We gonna talk about this forever. It don't matter. Even if we come out and we see that, you know what, J. Edgar Hoover really said, pull the trigger on this nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he really said that. That could be right there in the documents. Right. It's still gonna be
well, it's written here, but
right, exactly. So, you know what I'm saying? Like,
nah, you made a good point. Maybe this is the distraction that's gonna hold us for 4 years. Because I imagine there's a lot of documents.
If it comes out and it's some wow stuff, I mean, it can change your perception. It can change. I mean, my view of this country as a black man, being down here, I'm not rich, I'm just a regular guy.
Yeah,
can be different. I don't think that this is going to change anything for me. I knew y'all killed him. So it don't matter to me. Like it doesn't matter to me.
That's right, but I want that
confirmation.
vindication and knowing.
But it's like, what's gonna change? I guess.
Oh, nothing's gonna change.
That's the thing. Like, it can't be like, aha, white person, you see what you did? Like, you see what y'all did? Aha, like that's not gonna change anything. Nothing for me. Like, I'm still gonna be the same black person I am that I was when I found out. When I didn't know, now I know.
I mean,
I guess that's why I don't feel like it has any weight with me now, and especially with the way that they're going about changing education.
Yeah.
So you declassified it. Does it go in the new World Book, the new Britannica, the new Merriam and Webster book?
That shit going right on Wikipedia.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Right. Does it go in print? Like, you know what I'm saying? Do we preserve this?
Not the Encyclopedia Britannica.
Hey, listen.
Damn, we old, bro. That's crazy.
I know, man.
That's crazy. Look, man, I just want to know where I can read it. Like, it's declassified. Put it out there. I'm a remember, and I think it was the end of Winter Soldier where they declassified all the Hydra files and Mugs was just going through. I'm about to be Zemo. I'm about to just read through all this and start framing people. Like, why not? Why not?
Hey, man.
Hey, that's a joke. This is a podcast.
Oh yeah.
This is not serious.
These are all jokes.
Yeah, there we go. So I had to throw that disclaimer out there just in case.
But, I mean, that would only just I don't know, bro. Trump ain't doing nothing but just showing us what this crazy world's gonna look like, man. Like, if we declassifying stuff that we already know about, like, that's why I'm kind of fearful of Captain America: Brave New World, because it's like this shit should have came out last year, bro.
Damn.
We don't need political espionage right now. Like, this ain't the time, bro.
But I mean, art has always imitated life, right? How many different time travel movies and robot movies and all this shit have we seen in the last decade? Like, we here. Why not?
Now it's different, right?
Now, if Trump turned to the real Hulk, then it's a problem. I might actually go to Ghana tomorrow.
Low-key, I think he is. But this is the thing, right? It's with, like, imagine if Will Smith put out iRobot right now, knowing what we know about artificial intelligence. You know how spooked I'd be? iRobot damn near 20 years old. Exactly.
Hey, man.
But Brave New World, right after Trump got in this bitch.
Golly.
Damn it. I know, right?
Who finna go to Wakanda to get the new suit? I don't want to do it.
Man, look,
bro. I don't want to do
Man,
it.
man. Deport me.
That's okay. Yeah. All right, next topic.
Right. Blur segment before we get up out of here, man. Benedict Cumberbatch has opened his mouth, as most Marvel actors kind of do, which kind of lets me know that this is kind of a ploy, right?
Yeah.
But he said that Doctor Strange will not be involved in Doomsday. So, what do you have to say about the actor that plays Doctor Strange, pretty much confirming that he will not be involved or heavily involved in Avengers Doomsday?
You know what I just thought about just now?
Mm-hmm.
This has to be a lie, because Disney and Marvel, they're usually like airtight when it comes to the actors, like, you know, putting out this information. Like, they almost got Tom Holland for that.
Almost, but I feel like it's kind of like a ploy at this point.
You think so?
Yeah, they just be talking too much. Like it's like, you know, we got Tom Holland, we got Denzel over here, we got not been
right. We kind of did
everybody just
over Denzel.
It's like everybody just be saying stuff.
A part of me doesn't want to believe this.
The only thing that was airtight was RDJ doing his probate reveal. That's the only thing. Like, anything else, we kind of know about it. And even it was some talks.
Damn, his line name is Doom. That's crazy.
Doom.
I don't know. If this is true, let's talk as if this is true.
Okay, cool.
I don't know if this is a good idea.
I don't like it,
because Doctor Strange is one of the original Avengers, let's just say from Endgame, right?
Yeah.
He's one of the originals, probably the most popular that's left of the originals.
That's true. And probably the most powerful.
And the most powerful. So to not have him in Doomsday, especially knowing that they're pivoting from Kang, I understand that they're going to have RDJ in there as Doom. I get it, but We not trying to watch She-Hulk and Sam Wilson and Moon Knight travel across the galaxy. Like, I'm cool on that. Well, I'm not. I'm gonna watch it, but I need like we kind of need that OG star power here.
Listen, you ain't doing nothing but saying what I was gonna say.
Like,
because this is the thing, right? We talked about it just last week with Black Panther being recasted, right?
Yeah.
What does that mean for the Avengers lineup?
Mm-hmm.
Well, if we ain't got Doctor Strange, what are we cooking with? Like, we haven't seen Shang-Chi since his movie. He ain't been in no after credits. He ain't did no crossover.
Damn, you're right.
Exactly. So we don't have a T'Challa. Like you said, She-Hulk. We haven't seen her in film.
Yeah, honestly,
I'm just saying we haven't seen Moon Knight in film. So Benedict Cumberbatch not being in the film, that sounds crazy.
And this is not even about like how can you get from timeline to timeline. This is not even that type of conversation. This is literally strictly just the character himself being in this film.
It's like we already know they're getting washed.
Oh, I mean, of course,
that's understood,
of course,
right?
Easy.
But if Doctor Strange not there, like, what we doing?
It ain't really no movie. It's if Doctor Strange is not in there, the Doomsday, the movie, is really them all figuring out that Doom is a thing and them discovering Doom at the end and losing. Like, that's the film.
Because there have been talks of Chris Evans coming back for Doomsday. Yep. There have been talks of Scarlett Johansson coming back. I was like, well, if they coming back as evil variants, who is gonna fight these niggas? Like, I was just saying, hey man, remember my rant? We are running out of niggas. Like, we running out of niggas because we got to recast. We got to bring them back as something else. Now I know those things happen in comic books, so I'm not aloof to that.
Yeah,
to that being a thing. But my nigga, like, what is going on?
We are outside the realm of comic books right now. We are strictly talking movie box office thing titles right now. Listen, like, this is crazy.
Hey, listen, I think they relying on that Avengers brand being that strong.
And that's the thing. Like, we haven't had an Avengers film since Endgame, which was 2019.
Endgame was 19.
Yeah.
I know, right?
That's crazy.
But you gotta think, it's so much happening. You had a worldwide pandemic, and then you had a writer's strike. You had allegations of your star main villain that was supposed to go across multiple titles that you have to pivot from now. Like, and then from a Disney Marvel standpoint, lackluster films and shows.
And oh my god, and shows, right? So
that's supposed to cross over to the film. That's why that She-Hulk Moon Knight stuff
that did so bad. You even had to rebrand your shows to say, hey, these are going to be loosely connected to the movies now. Like, you guys, it's so much going on in between these Avengers films that, like, what are we doing?
So the Thunderbolts go save the day. The Thunderbolts and the Fantastic Four and what's remaining of the Guardians of the Galaxy. You know, it's a whole new team.
It is a damn, we got Hulk Hulk Groot.
Oh yeah, Hulk Groot. Yeah.
The big Groot. That shit was fun.
Man, Adam Warlock, man.
Oh my god. This is nasty. Listen,
they trying to get to X-Men so quickly. They trying to get to like, it's so much riding on the next like 3 films. Every film,
and they all coming out this year.
They gotta hit though.
That's crazy.
Like, everyone gotta hit. Can't not one of them stumble. The only one that might
say it.
I hate to say this.
Say it.
The one that might be the one that ain't go hit is the first one. And
Jeez.
I hate it. I want that to be a top tier film.
But this is the thing though. We can't base that off of box office numbers. Because
no. I'm just talking about literally.
Yeah, the film
has to hit. Like, because Marvel, the thing that they made us Marvel MCU fans was the fact that they were able to tell a singular story while connecting it to something that's overarching. Thanks. I don't know if they've been able to do that. Yeah. So it's a lot going on in Captain America: Brave New World. Are they going to be able to tell us a Sam Wilson story? I doubt it, but is it going to be good?
See that. And that's the thing about the Disney Plus shows. I don't know if they have to tell that deep of a Sam Wilson story because we got that in Falcon and Winter Soldier.
We did, but he was sharing time with Bucky.
True. Now, that's the other point. Is Bucky gonna be in this film or
Nah,
not?
he can't be because we over here. He thunderbolting. He thunderbolt.
This is so annoying.
Sam Wilson and his new compadre.
The new Falcon.
Right. And I said compadre because he's just okay, my bad. Right, cool. But it's just the fact that they up against like 6 villains.
Man, what? And it's a secret villain we don't even know about. Somebody on the phone.
Right. Like, it's no way that y'all told us that all the villains, like you got John Carlo shooting the shit. You got Red Hulk.
We got the leader.
You got Isaiah Bradley. That's
Isaiah
4.
Bradley.
Even though he brainwashed, that's 4.
We got the secret person that was on the phone.
Yeah, see.
And if I bet you, Sharon Carter, the power broker, is in this film. She got to be in this film.
Yeah,
because we ain't seen her since Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yeah, unless she go be in Thunderbolts.
Like,
who the villain? Oh yeah, we already know who the villain in Thunderbolts.
I think is gonna. Well, that's a good question. I feel like it may be Sentry, but I don't know for sure. He might turn out to be an anti-hero and help out at the end.
This is crazy.
Because Thunderbolts can't beat him. But anyway.
Yeah, clearly.
Oh, that's crazy.
Clearly. We have reached the end of our docket. Johnny, what you got for him?
If you're on YouTube, we appreciate you for rocking with us this long.
Yep.
Hit the comment section. Let us know any about the topics that we discussed today.
Yep.
Hit that like button.
Yep.
Hit that subscribe button. And hit that notification bell. Ding. And we'll catch y'all next week.
Yes, sir.
If you're on audio, know what time it is.
You are now listening to Oversaturated, the podcast hosted by Johnnie and Ralph. Now let's get it.